Here we go. So thank you everybody for joining tonight. We're going to be talking about Urban Spa Hair Care. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. You've seen it in your store sections. I hope you've tried it. If you have not tried it, please, as you heard us discussing, put your hands up and get some samples sent to you. We will send you full size samples. Part of the reason we're excited about the timing of this training is that we do have some mini product coming soon that we're going to make available to the stores for events and handouts and things. But yeah, for now, just get your name and your staff count to Mirren, and we will get you guys samples as soon as possible. So let me just talk a little bit. I guess we kind of have to go through in stages in that there's a bunch of things to talk about with this product. I'll give you a quick background, and it's only really to give some relevance or some what gravitas, I guess, to what we're about to discuss, that you guys will actually believe that I have some idea of what I'm talking about. So I personally have been in the hair care business for, I don't know, almost 30 years now. Started with some major professional brands like Wella, ended up being with John Frieda when John Frieda was John Frieda. Then weirdly, I went to Jergens and we acquired John Frieda. Then I was with Mark Anthony, the celebrity hairstylist guy. But even at Cow Brands, we also owned KMS and Goldwell. And hopefully you guys are familiar with these brands. They own Aribe as well. So tons of experience in the professional salon hair care industry. Then I left Mark Anthony and started a couple of natural brands that you would be familiar with because they are in your store on your shelf. Created those companies from scratch and learned a ton about natural ingredients and how to formulate and get, the idea with those lines was to deliver sort of beauty results with natural ingredients, because I think before there was some efficacy lacking, let's say, in some of the natural personal care products that were out there. And I ended up selling that business and met Jennifer, who is the female owner of Urban Spa. The company's actually called Forever Natural. Urban Spa is our main brand. But yeah, she knew me a little bit from what I was doing and wanted to get into these types of products because, as you can imagine, a loofah and a sponge and a body brush or what have you, they don't get used up quite as frequently as the personal care products. And so she wanted to get into some things that turned a little more where she could still affect change. So her whole mission, and if you have a minute, go to urbanspa.ca, check out our website. You can watch a founder video from her on there speaking to why she does what she does. But we're all about sustainability and trying to, get less plastic into the landfills and into the sort of world as we possibly can. So this product is tackling a couple of those things, and maybe let's just jump into the packaging first. So we are trying to deliver, as you can see from our logo on there, 92% less plastic is what this canister actually represents compared to, we took a bunch of other competitor products, literally weighed the amount of plastic. We do have a little bit of plastic in this packaging. Unfortunately, there is a plastic actuator and there is a little dip tube. Sorry, I'm trying not to block the view. There's a little dip tube straw that goes from this actuator down into the pouch in here. But the rest of the packaging is completely aluminum. I actually have an example here to kind of show you. So this is an aluminum canister. I know there's not enough lighting probably to see right in there. What happens is it's called bag on valve. So this is not an aerosol, even though the products are under pressure. But the valve actually goes on, and then there's like a Capri Sun style pouch around this that what happens is the canister gets pressurized inside. They crimp the top on so that it's airtight. Then the product gets fed through the dip tube straw in the top here, which expands the foil pouch that's inside, completely recyclable. And so once that product is filled into here, it's actually under pressure so that when, if you haven't seen this, I'll demonstrate it here on my little paper towel. I hope I can get this on the camera. When you actually squeeze this trigger, the product just comes out. I hope you saw that. Oh yeah, cool. So if I held this down, all of the product would dispense out of this canister into my paper towel here. Now, why is this? It's definitely the coolest when you experience it, but it's better for natural personal care for a couple of reasons. I'm showing you this nozzle because you can hopefully see with enough lighting in here that there's still a bit of product there. So the product does not get sucked back in. This is a one-way valve packaging design, so no air or water contaminates this product ever from its life, from when it is created to when you use it. It is as fresh as it was when it was made every single time, which nobody else can make that claim. And so part of the reason I told you about my history is that I have created other natural personal care, specifically even hair care. And there were some performance things that would happen over time because it's exposed to air, because it's exposed to moisture. You're getting, fermentation, there's oxidation, and just the overall performance. I remember once even having product almost like coagulate, like an egg white, it snapped off because again, we're using less aggressive preservative systems for these products like potassium sorbate and phenoxyethanol. So those aren't quite as powerful as what L'Oreal, Procter, and those guys are using. So over time, the product can deteriorate, and so you don't get as good of a lather, for example. The cleansing aspect isn't working as well. On the conditioner side, you're not going to get as much moisturization. Maybe even some of the beneficial ingredients have broken down, and so therefore you're not getting all the benefit of a coconut oil or a shea butter or whatever other ingredients are potentially in the formula. So this is the top performing natural personal care. I'm willing, that's why I want to give you guys samples. We'll take the Pepsi challenge, if you will, with anything else out there. We actually formulated it as a salon quality product, which is interesting. If our price point is, we're one of the more premium products, but again, that is because of the sophistication of this packaging. I know for a fact that we are not going crazy on the margins that we're making on it. Jennifer, not only is she about sustainability, but she's about premium quality being delivered to the masses, and being affordable and attainable. And so we put the price as low as we possibly could. But in my past life, to put a natural formula in a plastic bottle, it's around $1.80, whereas this is north of $3 just for the cost to manufacture it in the first place. Hopefully you can keep that information between us. But I don't mind sharing that we really are, trying to minimize our margins to keep the retails as low as possible and still be able to get this product into people's hands. But it is a 300 ml size, so on a per ml basis, we're actually not that far off from some of our competitors out there. Like, I'll pick on Giovanni just because they're in a 250 ml tube. Sorry, Mirren, I know that's one of your two brands. Or anyway, there's many other brands on the shelf if you look at the cost per ml, that we're definitely in line with and not crazy. So, so that's the packaging. I think I covered everything. Completely recyclable. We've checked with the Blue Bin program. You can absolutely just throw this in. You do not need to remove the actuator. That will be done at the plant. The nice thing is, and I sort of showed you how thick this is, this is an actual profitable piece of material for the Blue Box program. The lining is thick. It has to be able to, I'm even trying to squeeze it here. It's not going to bend because it's thick enough to be able to hold that pressure. So my point is that there is value in this canister for the Blue Box program to sell it, so they are motivated to separate the little actuator from the can and recycle the canister. All right. There probably are going to be questions about the packaging that I missed, but let's go through the SKUs quickly as well so that you guys can be knowledgeable when you're talking to customers. So essentially hair, it's a really oversimplified, hair is water and protein. There are people that are balanced in the middle. In fact, probably 60% of people are decently balanced. You end up with the extremities being coarse, wiry, thick hair that's dry, brittle. Those people obviously have enough protein and are lacking moisture. Then you've got the fine limp side on the other end of the spectrum. These people tend to have enough moisture, but they need more protein to give them volume and lift and body and all of that sort of stuff that people desire in beautiful hair. So we have 3 formulations of shampoo and conditioner to sort of address those different hair types. One being the coarse wiry, then sort of balanced in the middle, and then the fine on the other end. So I'll start with this one since I've been showing it. This is our moisture magnet. This is our moisturizing formula designed for people with coarse, wiry, usually if you've got even a wave or a curl, definitely any sort of multicultural, Southeast Asia, African hair for sure is going to love this product. It's just totally made for that hair type. Delivers amazing moisture. You'll genuinely, even after one use, you're going to notice a difference. But if you use the entire bottle here, you know, there will be a dramatic difference. I mean, obviously, it depends on what you're using before. There are some other good products out on the market, obviously. But yeah, if you haven't been getting the results you've been looking for, you will notice for sure. And then we have a daily conditioner to go with this. So this is our Moisture Magnet conditioner. It's got the same delivery system. I'm not going to demonstrate every single product, but I will when we get to some of the treatments. So this is our Moisture Magnet. I personally recommend that you shampoo and condition every time you use shampoo that you condition. I mean, I remember at a training once when I was young, smart aleck, commenting that I didn't use conditioner on a regular, and obviously they came back pretty hard at me. I got about a 20-minute tongue lashing and told every reason why you should use conditioner. I'll give you a couple of them. My hair is short, and so they told me that my scalp is going to compensate because essentially a shampoo is a surfactant. It grabs an oil molecule on one end of it and grabs a water molecule on the other. So when it's in your hair, it's grabbing oils and things. You do get some good taken out with the bad when you rinse it out. And so that's why you should condition, because this is going to restore the good nutrients and oils and things like that that could be taken out by a surfactant. You also get more absorption of the nutrients that are in there. So, you're actually delivering health to your hair with a conditioner. It helps seal your cuticle, which is going to give you more shine. That we'll talk about in a little bit when we get into the serum. Talk a lot. I apologize. That's why I am in sales. So next, we have our smoothing. This is our Smooth Move shampoo, designed for people that have balanced hair. They're really looking to tame flyaways, get rid of any frizz. Again, obviously adding some shine. So this product is formulated to do that. It's going to help, again, seal the cuticle even better. And it sort of is a great prep for styling your hair as well. Another good reason to use conditioner on a daily basis. Your hair will be easier to manage and style. And then I'm going to give you a third step that you should do. So this is the conditioner, Smooth Move conditioner. Again, these two are formulated to work together. I have heard of some people mixing and matching, but I believe you will get better results if you're using the proper shampoo and the proper conditioner. I know there's sort of a myth or old wives' tale that you should switch up your product. My experience and all or most of the professional people I've come across in the industry over the years would say that if you're not getting the results that you're looking for and you're switching up your brand, you probably haven't found the right product for your hair type. So maybe you're getting some beneficial aspects of switching when you first get to that new brand. But if you're finding over time that it's not, sustainable and the results you found that were positive are diminishing, you should probably find the right product line. So anyway, and feel free to contact me. I'm more than happy to help get you guys some product and point you in the right direction. This is our Speaks Volume. So this one is our volumizing shampoo, obviously for fine limp hair, and then the daily conditioner. So this product has proteins in it, which are going to give you the volume. Another nice tip to recommend to customers is we find it's so funny. We can actually see from the POS sales because we're premium priced, you're going to get more customers buying the volumizing and the moisturizing because they are the consumers that are usually less satisfied with the results of their whatever brand they're buying. They could literally, some people could just put dish soap on their hair and some lotion in there, they're going to be fine. They're just genetically lucky. It's the people that are, coarse, wiry, extreme, and fine, limp, extreme that are usually not going to be happy. And so they're going to pay more of a premium price and come up to a brand like this. But The funny thing that we see on the POS sales is that conditioner on the volumizing sells the least, because there is a belief the people with fine limb hair think that a conditioner is going to weigh down their hair and make it flatter, and that actually is sort of the opposite, because really the shampoo, as I mentioned already, is really grabbing oils and then mostly being rinsed away when you know rinse it out, whereas the conditioner is what is actually going to stay in your hair. And so with our formula specifically, but probably others as well that are for volumizing, you're going to get better results if you use the conditioner, because this is really what's going to stay in your hair. This is really what's going to give you the protein and give you the volume that you're looking for. And so you'll be happier with the results. All right, let's move on to the treatment products. So I mentioned John Frieda that I was there. They have a brand called Frizzies. They are the sort of inventors of a serum product as a third step to help eliminate flyaway frizz. Their product works amazing. I will not criticize it in that way, but it is not good for the environment. It's very heavy in silicones. You probably mostly already know, you guys, since you're in the health channel, but you know the process for making silicone is not the greatest for the environment. It's bombarded with a bunch of chemicals, and so we have developed a serum, but it is a silicone-free serum. So this is our Smooth and Shine. Hope you guys can see it there, but I'm sure you've seen it on the shelf, I hope. Smooth and Shine Serum. This is a third step product. You're going to want to put this on saturated, damp hair, wet, just shy of dripping, I would say. So if you stepped out of the tub or the shower, or you're still in there, squeeze out your excess ends so that your hair's not dripping. But I wouldn't touch a towel to it yet. It does depend on hair length, but start with about the size of a nickel, I would think, of the serum. Spread it thin on your hands so that you get it emulsified and spread out so that you don't get too much in one spot. Apply it in your roots to your ends, and then you are going to leave this product in. You do not rinse it out. And I talked about the sealing your cuticle earlier. The surface of your hair, if you look at it under a microscope, it's like the shingles of your roof. It's just overlapping cuticles, they call them. And so you really want to get if your hair is dull and mousy, or even you can actually do this experiment if you've ever teased your hair to get it to stay up. What you're actually doing is you're opening the cuticles, and the reason it stays up is they actually get sort of entangled with each other, and they will, not fall down. The opposite of that is what's happening with the serum. So you're actually smoothing that cuticle out and getting it to lay flat. You're also filling in any imperfections, because it is sort of a rigid structure. If you look at it under a microscope, it's got these little waves kind of in them. And so like when you are waxing a car is probably the best analogy. You're filling in imperfections in the metal, because obviously if you went down to a microscope, it's not completely smooth. So the wax is actually filling that in, and that's why you get that beautiful surface light reflection. That's essentially what you're doing with a serum on your hair. So when you're smoothing out that cuticle, you're getting that really beautiful sort of light reflection shine. Sorry, I'm imagining that I have long locks that are glistening in the light from my lamp here, but basically that's what's going to help you on there. And I should also mention, actually, as I'm saying that out loud, the products that we have, our shampoo conditioners, are also low pH, so they'll constrict the medulla and do another couple things to your hair to actually show your true color as well. So you may even notice over time, that your brown is just showing through. It's less sort of dull and mousy, or your blonde is going to be, less brassy and more true blonde. Because anyway, it does some stuff. The low pH sort of constricts. You end up with air pockets and things in the cortex of your hair, which again are messing with the light reflection. And so anyway, when it constricts that, you get more of a true color showing through. Okay, lastly, we've got two treatments here. This is our oil spray. So people are loving oils these days. I hope there's enough light in here to actually see this. This is our Hair Hero. This is a fine mist spray. So I'm actually not going to spray it in here, only because I'm sitting in front of my keyboard, and I don't want like oil all over my desk. I've done it enough times where I end up with oil everywhere. This is a treatment that you're going to want to use if you've got heat style damage, if you are chemically processing your hair, whether it's straightening or curling as a perm, if you're using a flat iron or a curling iron, or you're just maybe coloring your hair a ton. I know my daughter like bleaches hers right out and then goes purple or blue, and over time that can damage for sure. So this product is an oil spray. It's a fine mist. You can spray it onto your hand and put it into your hair, or you can. It's designed so that you can spray it directly into your hair. Um, Little tip, actually, it works phenomenal as a skin moisturizing product as well. I will admit personally, I use it way more as a moisturizer, because you can even reach parts of your back to, in the winter when it's super dry and itchy. But yeah, phenomenal product for your hair. I would recommend, we have our Savvy Sister hair turban from Urban Spa. If you get one of those and you put this in your hair and sort of leave it, wrap it, hold it, up for, I don't know, half an hour or so, or I mean, tie it up, don't hold it up, but you know what I mean, while you're watching a show, or if you have the luxury of just lounging in your tub with a glass of wine or something, leave it in. You do want to rinse this out. I would recommend rinsing this out. It's great overnight also. And then if you're going to sort of shower, and wash your hair, I have had some people use it as a shine on dry hair. I would just caution that you don't use too much of it, because you can put too much of this product in your hair, and have it look sort of, you know, greasy, slick, because it is an oil. I mean, this is a legit amount of oil in here. Even the formulator, I like to say, when we first were getting this product ready, the person at the manufacturing company actually said, "Wow, you guys aren't joking around. Like, you're not just putting a little marketing amount of oils in there. You guys actually have a formula that is going to deliver results, because we truly have packed it in." So it's hemp seed oil, coconut, sunflower, sesame, olive. I'm afraid I'm missing one, but I think I got them all. Oh, this is running out of time. I got to blab faster. So I think this is our last product anyway. Mission Condition. This is a cream conditioner, so it's similar in the way you would use it and why you would use it, but it's more of a preference. It's also a little easier to use as like a hair mask, so you can 3 to 5 minutes in the shower. Leave it in while you're washing your other bits, and then also rinse it out. I'm going to just show you quickly. It's the same style, but you can see the thickness of it on there. So yeah, it comes out as a cream, and again, I'd rinse it out. So I do see a question in the chat. Let me see what this is here, and then we can open it up if anyone else has. Oh, there's not a question. That's just Murin commenting if everyone can mute.
Yeah, this is
So yeah,
me.
I don't know if anyone has any other questions. We seem to have about 9 minutes on the Zoom here.
I'm just typing my email in for everyone. And then what everyone can do is just take it down. I think most everybody does have my email, and they can contact me, and then I can contact you and arrange to get the samples sent.
Awesome.
And one of the great things too that I've learned, I mean, anyone that's tried the shampoos and conditioners, I've gotten positive feedback from everyone that has tried them, and they love them, and the serums as well. And it's actually a really great add-on sale when you're in the stores to actually get customers to purchase the whole treatment. So to get the turban, the oil, and the shampoo conditioner, it's just, I mean, it'd be great Mother's Day gifts as well to sell to everyone right now too, like a spa treatment.
Good point. I should have focused more on the selling through at store level, but I hope that everyone, and like I said, through Murin, if you want to contact me, I don't mind giving out my email address, or Murin if you
I'd
want.
rather just filter it through, like everyone knows me now, so let's kind of
Okay,
keep
cool.
it one person, and then we know that we've hit everybody. And
Perfecto.
then we can
I
do
just mean,
something
if you even
from,
have a question that comes
oh
up
yeah, if they
after
have a
this,
question to you, for sure.
if you have a sample that you get and then you try it and something happens, please tell me. I want to help.
Feedback is great too.
Yeah. I love the feedback, and even can help steer in the right direction. I mean, I know from, I mean, I don't want to fill you all with anecdotes, but I've been in the hair care business long enough that I used to have a salesperson that worked for me, and she was not getting the results that she needed. And it turned out she just had so much buildup of styling product and other who knows what pollutants. She had to shampoo like 3 times to break through all of that, grime. And then she finally got the lather and got the results and came to the next meeting going, like, oh my God, I just didn't know that, that was even possible. So
Yeah.
anyway,
It's amazing actually what you learn about how there's just the buildup just on the follicle, and just how you can actually treat your hair properly. And once you give it some TLC, you'll see that you'll get the volume back and the shine, and it'll look happy and healthy too.
Yes, I wish that I was here. I see someone has a question, but
Yep.
I wish back in the day you could have seen me when I actually had tons of hair, because I swear to you, I had put like 5, 6 products a day on this thing. Maybe that's why it's gone. I don't know, but
Which one would help with dry scalp? Which shampoo, conditioner?
Okay, so again, I
And the
really,
oil too, the treatment.
I don't know the Melissa, but I'm going to recommend first, if you're not using a conditioner every single time that you shampoo, that could be your dry scalp problem. My father even actually had dandruff going on and was asking me what the heck he can do, and I just got him to use conditioner every time. And like 5, 6 days later, he was blown away, going, "My dandruff is gone." That doesn't make sense, but it's what I was talking about earlier about your scalp is going to overcompensate. So if you have a dry scalp, you might be using an aggressive shampoo, and then it's going to take out all the oils, and so your scalp is producing extra, which is getting into your hair, and then it's drying out, or vice versa. Your shampoo is irritating somehow. But if that's not the case, and you're sitting there saying, "I know what I'm doing," oh, okay, yeah, if it's for your son, he's probably not using a conditioner. But if you need one, this would work. The moisturizing would be the best one. Or the other thing, if he doesn't have that hair type, and say he's got fine hair or just normal hair, and you want to use the smoothing, that's where I would supplement it with one of the treatments. So the Mission Condition. This one's great because you can target it a little bit more to where you're putting it, or the oil. Either one would be great.
Great question. So we've got about 5 minutes left. Does anyone else have any more questions? I love the Speaks Volume. It's definitely one of my favorites. So thanks, Vanessa. And then excited to try one of the treatment oils. So do you know what samples you're going to be sending everybody?
I'll send everybody whatever. They can identify their hair type if they want, and
Okay.
I'll give them a specific shampoo and conditioner.
Perfect.
But I'm more than happy that everybody gets, these 3. Sorry, I've got
Okay.
the old packaging on the moisture on the Mission
Yeah,
Conditioner.
that's fine. Yeah, that's a wonderful gift. So 3 and
Yeah.
then a treatment. That's a great gift. Thank you.
Well, it makes more sense if you're versed in it. And I know, having to talk about this stuff all the time, of course, how frustrating and stressful it is when you don't have all the information. Because anyway, I started in cosmetics, and I tried to sell nail polish, and I had no idea what the hell I was talking about. And it wasn't good until, 5 months in that you were able to actually have the knowledge and be able to be versed in talking about it. So,
And I think one of the key things too is that it's a Canadian brand,
oh, I
and
didn't even mention that.
it's female run, female owned, and there's just some really great natural ingredients, and we can get you the ingredients deck as well if you're a little bit more concerned, but we can send you that as well.
Yes, and actually, thanks, Miriam. That was a great point. We manufacture this hair care in Brampton, Ontario. Like literally, it's an hour, maybe at the most, from any one of your guys' stores. So yeah,
That's wonderful.
I don't know if you could get much more local than that, because
That's me. That's me.
Okay.
I don't know where it is in my office. Sorry.
Oh, not a problem. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording at least.